Hello, we're Team 1 and would like to present our project, Naphtha Trucks Tracker. The exploitation of petroleum in Colombia is focused on heavy crude oils, which have very high viscosity, and therefore their production and transportation are difficult. Dilution with light fluids like naphtha is necessary. A large portion of naphtha is imported from the coast and transported by pipeline. However, to serve all oil-producing facilities, naphtha must be also transported using tank trucks from main receiving stations. Distances may vary from a few kilometers to several hundred kilometers. Several parties are involved in the business structure. On one hand, the government, represented by the Ministry of Energy, regulates the exploitation and use of oil. Then, the state oil company Ecopetrol, it owns and operates most of the fields. Other companies also operate them, some of them privately and others in association with Ecopetrol. Finally, transportation companies provide the service of distributing the naphtha. The naphtha must satisfy the quantities required by the fields and also meet quality standards, content of sulfur and other contaminants. Ecopetrol has strict agency regulations. This is health, safety, and environmental. The contracts between Ecopetrol and other operators and transportation companies include penalties for quality or quantity deviations and also for violations of speed limits or long driving times without rest. This process faces several problems. In the logistics and delivery, deliveries are programmed each day based on a production schedule, which may change. These changes are not updated in real time, so there may be a mismatch between the supply and the demand of the fluids. This creates an operational problem. In the quantities actually delivered, loading and verification of the tank trucks is done manually by operators. This is a checkpoint subject to corruption or mistakes. In the quality of fluids, during the tank truck loading, corrupt operators may mix the fluid with lower quality and less expensive fluid, stealing part of the volume of good quality naphtha. And finally, in the transportation process. Although the tank trucks are equipped with GPS systems that track their location and speed, the information is held by the transportation companies, and they could hide or modify data in order to avoid penalties. At the point of arrival, the driver must pass alcohol tests, and the results are recorded on a report by hand. Also, something subject to manipulation. This team has evaluated the use of blockchain to solve or reduce these problems. The blockchain decision path was used. As we can see, a permissioned blockchain system can be used.
Given the issues with the transportation of naphtha, our project suggests the implementation on the trucks of two types of sensor connected to a blockchain system. One to measure the quality of the naphtha loaded in the tanks, and one to track the route of the vehicles themselves. Both these sensors will ensure that rules are observed by each of the trucks involved in the process. The data gathered by the sensor about the quality of the naphtha and the location of each truck will be stored in a unique database managed through blockchain that will include all the vehicles involved in the process of delivering naphtha on behalf of the state-owned oil industry of Colombia. The blockchain system will manage in real time the data provided, ensuring the quality of the product without the potential issues of manual verification. It will also monitor the pattern of the trucks and the compliance of the road rules, making possible to verify potential violation. Every infringement will be detected in real time and will trigger an alarm identifying directly the truck involved in the violation. Finally, and most importantly, the blockchain system will be provided with the data related to the oil production, thus allowing the system to verify the effective need of naphtha and calculate the exact amount required. On the basis of these results, the blockchain system will be used to formalize the order of naphtha, optimizing the overall transportation system. As a result, fuel and resources will be saved, and there will be a beneficial impact to the environment.
Our project can be built on the blockchain platform Exonium from Bitfury. Bitfury is a diversified blockchain company. It is the largest miner outside of China. The Exonium framework allows clients to create blockchains in which all nodes generating blocks are known in advance. Due to this, blockchain administrators can update transaction processing rules. Exonium is a flexible tool that can help to create individual blockchain projects and implement turnkey solutions with minimal costs. The Exonium blockchain provides the following key advantages. Each validator node has its own copy of the data, so the system is characterized as fault-tolerant. Thanks to the fast and reliable consensus algorithm, the system is resistant to the Byzantine behavior of one or more nodes, and it provides stable operation with a capacity of up to 5,000 transactions per second. To protect the blockchain from fraud, the hash is periodically stored in the Bitcoin blockchain. Exonium also allows to change the internal cryptography model and electronic signature verification tools that are supplied by default. The Exonium framework allows to customize the product using services. Services are executed in parallel with the main process. Exonium framework is built using open source software. Thus, the blockchain platform chosen by us combines the advantages of private and public blockchains. It guarantees high transaction processing speed and a high degree of data reliability while providing access to it only for a limited number of users. In order for our project to be realized, it's necessary to provide the following groups of costs. Costs associated with the creation of a system for collecting information using sensor on trucks. Costs associated with the operation of the blockchain platform, and costs associated with the integration and maintenance of these two systems and cybersecurity. The revenue component of our project will be based on collecting fees for using the system from representatives of all customer segments.